The holy covenant between God and man has been altered by the lying hands of the scribes. This is the Gospel of the Holy 12, written by Apostle John while he was incarcerated. Lection 51, verses 12 to 14. And certain of the elders and scribes from the temple came unto him, saying, Why do thy disciples teach men that it is unlawful to eat the flesh of beasts, though they be offered in sacrifice, as by Moses is ordained? For it is written, God said to Noah, The fear and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the field, and every bird of the air, and every fish of the sea. Into your hands are they delivered. This verse right here, we could find in the Holy Bible in Genesis 9. After the flood of Noah, God made a covenant with Noah, and there were specific terms. And according to the Bible's version of it, all the beasts are now food for us, but we shall not drink the blood or eat the blood. And Jesus said unto them, Ye hypocrites, well, did Isaiah speak to you, and your forefathers, saying, This people draweth nigh to me, but with their mouths, and honor me with their lips, but their hearts is far from me. For in vain do they do worship me, teachings and believing in teachings for divine doctrines, the commandments of men in my name, but to satisfy their own lusts. So Jesus is directly telling us in the Gospel of the Holy 12, the covenant between Noah and God has been altered by the lying hands of the scribes to satisfy their own lusts. Now, when you read Genesis 9, you can see the terms of the Holy Covenant. So Jesus is properly and efficiently saying that the covenant between man and God did not include flesh of the beasts for us to be eaten. It clearly prohibited it. And it continues. Also, Jeremiah bare witness when he says, concerning blood sacrifices and ordinance offerings, I the Lord gave commandment none of these things in the day when you came out of Egypt. Now this verse you could find in Jeremiah 7:22. For in the day that I brought your ancestors out of Egypt, I did not speak to them or command them concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. So the sacrificial laws of the Jewish people and of the Old Testament were not of God. He does not desire sacrifice. Sacrifice of any man, beast, or anything with blood will not atone for sins. It was not given. It was not an ordinance of God. But only this I command you to do, walk righteous with and walk in an ancient path, do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with thy God. For you didn't hearken to me, who was in the beginning, gave you all manner of seed and fruit and trees, and seed having been there for food, and healing of man and beast. And they said, Thou speakest against the law. And he said, Against Moses indeed I do not speak, nor against the law, but against them who corrupted this law, which he permitted for the hardness of your hearts. So the Gospel of the Holy 12 lays it all out. Every contradiction in the Bible about are we to follow the law, what is the law, Jesus' new law, the old covenant, blah, blah, blah. It's all here. Basically, Jesus came, as quoted in the book of Daniel, came to end the sacrifice. He came to confirm the covenant and end the sacrifice, in which he effectively did fulfilling prophecy. Now, how did he fulfill the covenant? He came and said, If you eat my flesh and drink my blood, you shall have eternal life. His blood and his flesh is represented by bread and wine, which are both substances from the earth. It was a vegetarian message that we are not ordained to eat the beasts of the field. And that's the covenant that was also given to Noah, and most likely the covenant that was given to Adam in the beginning when he ate the forbidden fruit. The forbidden fruit is most definitely the slain beasts of the world. And this is what the Vatican, Constantine, and all the evil emperors in the world try to hide from you and are hiding from the communities, that we are supposed to love every man as we love ourselves and love every creature of God. But if they put that word, that sentence, every creature of God, then their bloody sacrifices mean nothing. The true God does not desire sacrifice. He doesn't desire bloodshed for the remission of sins. The true God desires mercy to all God's creatures.